What is going on, guys? George here with another video, and we are back in the office. We just received these Meso Custom Molle panels, and I'm pretty excited because I've been waiting for one myself, and now that they're in stock we can finally put them up on the website. And I figured what a perfect way to start this video than by grabbing one of these, unboxing it, installing it. And you already know, I'll be putting everything down below in the description in case you guys want to get one. Now, one of the main reasons why I'm installing this Molle panel is because if you watch the second to last video that I posted, by the way, the last video I posted, it was an awesome adventure. My friend and I went fishing for catfish, and by the way, we ate some of that catfish. It was absolutely fire. But if you watch the second to last video, I've been working on maximizing the storage not only inside the Toyota Tacoma but outside as well. So what I'm thinking is the back seats where you see now, I mean, this is basically where I'm going to keep all my essentials, all the stuff that I need while on the trails. And in the back, eventually, once we do the switch, I'm hoping there's a switch coming very soon. I'll tell you guys straight up, I'm not hiding anything, but I do plan on eventually getting rid of the iCamper, getting rid of the bed rack as well, and hopefully getting an alu-cab canopy camper very soon to just make my life a lot easier while on the road, especially when being out there for 6-7 days. I mean, things can get a little rough. And when I say rough, I mean pretty rough. You know, I've seen it all. I've camped in every type of weather, whether it's almost a blizzard, whether it's snowing, whether it's extreme heat, very humid conditions. And at this point in life, I'm really trying to focus all my energy in the content creating portion of it. You know, deploying a tent and just kind of having a setup like I do now worked back in the day. But now as a content creator, I mean, I'm trying to go out as much as possible. I'm really just trying to minimize setup time. That way I can catch those perfect shots, whether it's a sunrise or sunset. And yeah, I'm really, it's a big pivot that I'm doing, but I just kind of want to just bring you guys along for the ride, the things that I'm doing to prepare for that specific setup. And I feel like I'm going back in a day, you know, like when I first started this channel, I was showing you guys the process of the build to what it is today. And now with the truck evolving to the new setup, you know, I definitely do want to document it as well for myself and then for you guys. Just to give you guys an idea of what I'm working with right now, we do have the Molle panel that we installed last week with all the essentials. And then this is the sub that I was talking about. So this is an Alpine sub with a small enclosure. As you can tell, I don't have any type of mesh to secure it or make sure it doesn't go bad. But it's not bolted. It's still just kind of moves around and whatnot. I don't think I'm getting the best possible sound out of this just yet because it's not bolted down. But everything else here, we do have storage compartments where I keep a lot of things stored away and secured by locking it. And then the Meso Custom Molle panel will be going, let me get this thing to light up a bit. It's going to be going across here. And I'm not entirely sure what we're going to be putting up there because we have a lot of stuff here already and a lot of stuff stored away. But the whole goal behind all this is just to have this seat as my main storage area. And then once we have the canopy camper back here, then we'll be able to figure something out. But for now, I just have to get this inside portion of the truck dialed in. That way we can be efficient and use all the space to our advantage. So let's go grab that Meso Custom Molle panel and get it installed. All right, check it out, guys. What a mess. But we do have the Molle panel on the back, and boom, Here's the Molle panel up top installed. Probably one of the easiest installs I've done. And as you can see here, I'm trying to give you guys a solid view so you guys can see exactly how much room and how much storage space we have. There's plenty. And by the way, guys, this here is all used. When I go on the road, we have my fridge, my pelican cases, everything that you see, and even this Molle panel will be put to use. And no, I didn't do this to look tactical, to look like an overlander. I mean, this is what I do. I travel, I make content, and even if I'm going by myself, I mean, you need a lot of space for luggage. Well, luggage, I'm talking like I'm going on an airplane, but you need stuff for camera gear, stuff for storage for your clothing, your food, because keep in mind, in here, everything is nice and dry. Out there, everything gets wet, everything is exposed to dust, to every element. So this is why I'm prioritizing the inside of my truck to be able to store everything and keep everything secure and nice and clean, dust-free, water-free. I mean, I don't have to explain much, but this is a perfect little mod you can do. Even if you don't have a seat delete, you can have your seats. You can have your Molle panel with your radios, everything up top. I think it's a perfect solution. So here's another quick look of the stuff that we can hang on these Molle panels. You know, everything. You can mount pretty much anything. Medical kit, some knives, baby clothing. Soon enough we'll be hanging baby clothing all over, so I don't know. This is perfect for those of you guys that have kids, you know what I mean? All right, here we have the new sub, here we have the old one. We're going to be comparing them both. This is pretty, oh, let's not drop it now. Alright, so we can move this out of the way. We have some hardware here. Boom, but check it out. This is the new one, and this is the old one. So the good thing about this one is that obviously the texture is there, solid wood. This one's solid wood, but with dust and just everything, all the elements, I mean, this just kind of gets really dirty. And then I don't have a mesh that goes up front like this one. See that? Nice and secured. Now for those of you guys that want to read more on this, I'll be putting all the info down below in the bio. I mean, this is stuff that you guys should already know if you guys watch YouTube pretty often or watch my channel. Everything's always linked. So let's go inside, and first of all, let's see what it sounds like, and then we're gonna figure out if we have to bolt it down or we can just leave it as is. Let's go. So here we have the sub inside. As you can tell, the texture is very similar to the one by Goose Gear. And I just got to figure out how I'm going to strap it down. You do have strapping points here. If I just want to strap it and remove it, I think we're going to have to put it like this. Just like this. And then eventually add a strap. Because now that I think about it, I really don't want to drill to the Goose Gear, just because you do have factory drilling points or factory holes that are already made for specific things. And just in case I decide to ever switch this or move it around, I mean, I don't have to worry about drilling into it. And I know for sure, if you guys are audio geeks and audio engineers, when you drill holes into these enclosures, sometimes you will get air coming out, and it does affect the bass, but I could be completely wrong. All right, moment of truth here. Boom. And you might be tripping out, George, what the heck? That is not a stock radio. No, it's not. This is actually by Stinger as well. I've had this head unit for about a year, and I absolutely love it. I do have a video specifically for this video. For this video, for this radio, if you guys want to check it out. But it does have Apple CarPlay. And let's turn it down so we don't get nailed for copyright. But what we are gonna do is we're gonna go to music. Let's see if we can. No, it's not gonna work. So I really don't want to get any copyright strikes, so we're gonna use some of the original music that we use on the channel and see how this bumps. Damn, I don't even have gas. Let's go. Damn, this thing actually sounds pretty damn good. I don't know if it's because of the enclosure, it's different, or the way it's sitting on the platform, but I also had to add, which were included, these small little rubber pieces that separates the woofer and the enclosure with the whatever platform you're gonna be putting it on. And that, my friends, made everything, or made a big difference. This thing is actually bumping. It's bumping. Definitely approving this up, guys. By the way, Singer Alfred, if you're watching this, I think I need another one. So as I was wrenching, guess who decided to show up? Jason. I think we should get a little tour of his Jeep. This guy has been absolutely going ham, getting all the suspension dialed in, and just the details. Let's see what he has.
So this has gone through a complete makeover. I've got the Rebel Recon coilover kit, so King 2.5 12-inch front and rear with the adjusters, full Terraflex long arms, steering stabilizer, tie rod drag link, front and rear, chromoly shafts, re-geared, Rebel front bumper, worn winch, installing new end links right now on the sway bars, Nemesis fenders, KMC bead locks, Nitto ridge grapplers. It's got a little bit of everything.
But that's how we do at our house, guys. Sometimes you work by yourself, sometimes your homies show up, and we just wrench all together, figure out what needs to be done on each rig. But I do plan on putting a front-facing camera here. I do have the camera already. So here we have the camera. Yes, this is a full night vision camera as well. You can see the small little LEDs there. So the goal is to basically just put it here. Let's see if this thing even fits. It's centered. And just add some pressure to it. Look at that. And that's without adhesive. That's just basically it just being pushed in. I don't even know if it's gonna go anywhere. It looks like it's pretty much on there. I'm still gonna add some double-sided tape on the top, double-sided tape, or maybe not even that, just some silicone just to make sure it's not gonna go anywhere. But I think that's gonna be good. Now I just have to work on the angle. I feel like if it's facing up, this knot might be a good spot. I mean, I don't want to see a visual of the front. I want to see a visual of the ground or what's in front of me sometimes, because when you have a hood scoop like I do, that's when visibility is absolutely crazy, especially if you're at an incline. You can't see anything that's in front of you. So hopefully the placement of the camera there can show what's in front of the truck. If not, we're definitely gonna look for another area. But let's go inside, let's wire it up and see how good and how clear this camera looks. All right, so we are on the road, and right now we are using Apple CarPlay, but I do want to go into the camera settings just to show you guys what's up. So here we go. We got the front-facing camera. It looks amazing. The quality is just all there. Real life camera. And we can also switch from the front to the rear, just like that. And you might be wondering, George, where are you going? We're finally gonna give this truck some love. We're gonna give it a good rinse. And yeah, it feels good to have the camera working, just because it took me pretty much all day to try to not necessarily figure it out, but we were working on other things. And to finally be able to have it done and be able to switch off from the front to the back and have the perfect angle for it, I mean, it just doesn't get better than that. Now, as you can see here, we also have a left if we were going to be putting one on the mirror, and one to the right if we're going to be putting it on the passenger mirror. But for now, these two will work. I do have these cameras ready to go, but for now, I think this is going to work. And definitely stay tuned. Let's wash the truck. But that pretty much does it for today's video. We're gonna head on over to the other side. We're gonna get this thing dried up. We're gonna vacuum it. But man, I'm excited about the new camera. I'm definitely gonna be keeping you guys on the loop when it comes down to the quality and how it actually performs out on the trails. But as always, I wanna thank you guys so much for watching. You already know what to do. Make sure you share the channel with your friends. And as always, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.